In this video, I'm going to show you my two favorite skateboard setups for bull riding and cruising. My goal with these boards was to emulate surf style riding at the skate park. Just for your stats, I'm 5'11" and weigh about 170. My surfboard size ranges from 5'8" to 6'4". My goal for skating is to just flow around the park and keep my legs strong for surfing. Took me a long time to figure out what setup felt the most like surfing, but hopefully this video will give you an idea. Here we go. First up is board A. We'll call this board A. So this is, my goal with this one was to be a fast, snappy, quick turning surfboard. We have the grip and deck. I just got the basic, I got this from SoCal Skate Shop. This is the whatever stock grip tape on it. I actually don't like too hard of grip tape. I like to be able to move my feet around if I need to. Yeah, so this is the Powell Peralta Frankie Hill reissue deck. I really love the shape of this deck. I like how it looks, I like how it feels. It's 10 by 31 and a half. The wheelbase is 14 and a half, but I think it's also adjustable too. You have the two extra holes in the bottom that can you can give it a shorter wheelbase if you want. The trucks on these ones are Ace trucks. The bushings are stock. The risers, I did put double risers on these because when I had the bigger wheels, I was testing out different wheels. The wheels kept hitting, as you can see on my turns. I like to keep my trucks really loose. So I did put double risers on there. I just took two of the biggest singles and just doubled them up. Felt good to me. The hardware is just whatever came with the board. The bearings are Swiss Bones Reds. I kind of just stuck with those just to kind of keep it consistent. The wheels on these ones are the 58mm 92A Dogtown K9 smooth wheels. Got these from SoCal Skate Shop also. I like these a lot. They are a smaller wheel than you'll see from my other boards, so it gives you that kind of zippy zap, quick turn, quick movements, quick kick turns, and I kind of like it. I did put the tailbone, I think it's called, on the back. I don't think I really put it on correctly. It's kind of annoying if I want to kind of like go into the half pipe and stuff like that. Kind of ruins that for me a little bit. It kind of makes it a little bit off center. I probably installed it wrong because I kind of installed it later on. As you can see, I kind of installed it like after the fact, so I definitely would recommend putting it further back, if anything. But yeah, I wanted to save it so I can make the board last a little bit longer. But yeah, no, I like this board a lot. It's really fun. It does have a deep concave on this one, as you'll see in my next board. It doesn't have as deep of a concave. It's a little more flatter. Not, like I said before, the grip tape, I kind of don't want too grippy of a tape because I'm kind of just flowing around the park. I'm not really doing any crazy tricks, so I don't really need to lock in with the board. So even concave for me is not really a big deal at all, though. But I really like this board, but let's get into the board B. All right, so this is board B. My goal for this one was to be flowy and cruisy. This is a good board for bigger ramps and transitions. So if I go to a park that has vert on it, I like to use this board. I love the wheels. I love how wide the deck is. So yeah, let's get into it. The deck with this one is a Beer City Skateboards pig shape. This is a 10 by 30 with a wheelbase of about 16. I really like how this feels underneath my feet. This feels the most like a surfboard to me, or it feels like my surfboards that I ride. Again, with the grip tape, it's stock. I got this from SoCal Skate Shop. That place is great, by the way. As you can see, I bought a lot of my stuff from there. I've kind of like bought random parts and kind of tested over time. I tested decks and wheels the most. But I really do like this shape. It also kind of looks like a surfboard too. Yeah, it doesn't really have much of a concave to it. It's pretty flat, which is kind of scary at first. You kind of have to get used to it because I'm used to like skateboards where your feet get locked in. You kind of have that reassurance that you're not going to slip out. So this is like, you have to think a little bit more with this one. I guess there's a little bit of a learning curve if you're not used to it. So this is like a really kind of flat concave board, but I really do like it a lot. Again, my opinion about grip tape is I don't really care that much. I'd rather be able to slip off so I can move my feet around if I need to and kind of lock in and stuff like that around specific turns. But yeah, I like this shape. I think if anything, I would try to get another deck like this. If one of my decks went, I'd get another one like this. But I'd kind of keep it within that 14 to 16 wheelbase for me. I think 15 and a half is like my magic number, really. But yeah, so with this one, the trucks are the Indy 159s, which I really, really like a lot. We have the stock bushings on this. I have not put the bones bushings on either of these, but I have tested that out with previous boards, and I love those a lot. The risers for this one, I think is because like whatever they had in stock. Generally what I like to do is I like to put one large hard and then put like a soft riser in there to give me a little more cushion. That gives you a little bit more of like spring when you're doing turns around edges and stuff like that. So if I could find a riser that had the softness to it, I would put it in my other board. So whenever I build that next board, I'll probably end up doing that. My favorite setup is, like I said, one big riser and one like a soft riser, just to give it a little bit more of that cushion pillow-like feel around the edge, kind of that spring sort of push when you're surfing. Yeah, hardware is stock, whatever it came with. The bearings are the same as the other ones, Swiss Bones Reds. So yeah, I kind of just keep it the same. I haven't really invested in better bearings though, but I think what really makes this board is the combination of this large deck and the wheels. These wheels were out of stock for a long time. I used to have the 85As of these, and I did like how soft they were, so I wanted to try what the 90As were all about. These are the Powell Peralta 60 millimeter 90A, and these are super, as you can see, really, really wide wheels. And I do have to kind of adjust them a little bit. I have to swap them out because I think the fronts are a little bit, I think they're kind of going down a little bit. But anyway, I really, really like these wheels a lot. They're awesome for the half pipe, concrete bull riding. They're really, really wide. They're going to give you a stable ride. I really enjoy them a lot. I think if I was going to get another wheel, I would probably try the 85s again, 85As again, just to kind of see how they differ now. But I think I would consistently go with the 90As. And they do kind of make you, so on really, really big ramps, you're not gonna go, like they're supposed to slow you down, but they don't really slow you down. If you're on really, really big ramps, you're gonna be fine. But now if you're using the other board, my other board with the smaller wheels, you will freaking fly. The acceleration is freaking crazy, but the top speed on these, you're definitely, if you're on like a longer transition, these are going to be, you're gonna give you more speed. But yeah, I like the contrast of the boards. You know, you kind of have one, like I said, I'm going for quick turning with my Frankie Hill board, and then for this one, I'm going more for a, you know, flowy, cruisy sort of ride. So it kind of gives you best of both worlds. I kind of ride one for a certain, you know, this month I've been riding this one. Last month I was riding the Frankie Hill for the entire month, you know, so I kind of like to switch it up. And then, yeah, so those are the boards. Hope you enjoyed that. The quickest upgrade you can do for your current skateboard now is to get Bones bushings. Start out with mediums, and then you can figure out if you want to go harder or softer with your turning. This upgrade alone will make your board flow so much better. Links in the description below to help you purchase. I figured out that I like a board size of 10 by 30 with a wheelbase at around 15 and a half. If I went to a shorter wheelbase, it'd be a snappier turn. If I went to a longer wheelbase, it would give me more stability in my turning, but this would also make me move a lot slower at the park. Powell and Pig have a lot of decks to choose from in this range and to help you get more specific. Now, Indy versus Aces trucks. I'd have to say in the long run that the Indy trucks are the better option. They've stayed fluid and carvy after many months of riding. I noticed the Ace bushings didn't last as long. For wheel size, I was liking a wheel between 56 and 60 millimeters with a hardness of 85A to 90A. If you want to slide out more on concrete, go with a harder wheel. The Powell Peralta wrap bones are a wider wheel, which make your ride more stable. I really like them a lot. After a few weeks of riding, I do also recommend rotating your wheels so they last longer. I hope this gives you a head start on researching your perfect skateboard setup for bull riding and cruising. As a surfer, I'm always looking for anything to keep my legs and movements strong for surfing. If you found this video useful, please check out the links in the description below and like this video and subscribe to the channel to help show support. Thanks for watching, guys.